Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a little stretch and mobility action. Just feeling a little tight into those hips, into those low back, into the glutes, hamstrings. We had a pretty intense week in terms of workouts, all of the things. So we're going to give ourselves a beautiful stretch. What do you need? What do you need? Either your small resistance band and or strap, yoga strap, and or a small towel will work. Okay, so we're gonna actually start standing today. So we're gonna kind of get things moving just a little bit, super gentle movements, and then we're gonna get into more of those isolation holds and a little bit more dynamic as well. So just starting, feet are a bit too wide, hip distance apart. We're just gonna drop the right ear over towards the right shoulder, and then roll the chin down towards the chest, over to the other side. Also, if you feel like sitting instead of standing, just grab a chair or a bench to start, but otherwise, try to stand. Good, okay, oh, that feels really good. Do it one more time, slowly over to the other side. Good, okay, we'll stop there. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling, opening up that front of the neck, and then exhale, drop your chin towards the chest. Think you're drawing your shoulders down and away from the ears the entire time. Opening up the front of the neck. And then exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. Oh, feels good. One more time. Big push in. And exhale, drop. Good. Big shoulder rolls here. So drawing the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And try to go, think of almost like a square versus a circle, so that you're getting like all of those points in through the shoulders. Opening range. Take it the reverse direction. Take it into the reverse direction. So I don't know if you can hear Zoe walking around doing her thing. Typically we have a couch in behind us. She normally lays on it. We actually donated the couch. We want to, it's an open space, and I put a mat down for her. She's so unsure of everything. Okay, we're going to take those hands now. Box the hands towards one another. Take your feet a little bit wider here. And I want you to really reach those hands forward. You're going to give a tuck of the tail. Think of opening up those shoulder blades, drop your chin to the chest. And then open, rotate, squeezing shoulder blades. Then think of popping up the chest, lifting your gaze up. So standing ape. Okay, rotate, exhale. Backs of the hands to touch. Open breath in, squeezing shoulder blades, opening chest, taking the gaze up. We'll do one more of those. Oh, it feels so, so good. Reach, 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 and then open it all up. Nice job. Okay, taking those hands towards the hips. Now we're gonna do like hip rotations. So a lot of people shy away. I always love watching people live doing hip rotations because they're just like, okay, little circles. Think of the same motion. So when we say rotation, I want you to think of corner top, corner other side, corner back side, corner other side, and then you can start to get that a little bit smoother by rotating it around. Get into those hips and low back here. Now change the direction, go the opposite way. More rotations, just like that, getting those hips all the way forward. Stop. All right, from here, we're going to come into standing on the left leg. Draw your knee up and interlace those hands. That just in itself feels super good. We're just going to draw again those big rotations for that ankle. So we're just kind of working our way down. Change the direction. Good. Sorry, I had a moment. So it looked like she was choking on something. Switch to the other leg. The joys of owning an animal. Ooh, there was a big crack. Okay, getting that full range around. Nice job. Change your direction, go the opposite way. Slow, getting all of those corners. Yes. Good job. Okay. From here, we're going to come into a nice straddle position. We're just going to take it from right to left. So we're going to keep ourselves upright as much as you can. Keep that back flat as much as you can, just getting into the hips, the internal and external of the legs. Good. I'm just going nice and slow. Some active movement here. While we make our way down onto our mats. Good. Do one more time each side, right and left. Pushing that knee outwards as you take it into that nice lunge. Nice job. Final one. So good. Okay. From here, we're going to come down onto the right knee with the left foot forward. All right. Just a single kneeling side here. Take those hands right to the pelvis. Okay, so we're going to come with some nice pelvic tilts here first. So really tucking that tail. Oh, that feels so good in through that quad and hip flexor. And then releasing that, arching through the back, sticking the tailbone back, tucking it under. Now, if there's a point where you're like, yeah, stay there for a second, you can. We are going to come into a static hold as well. Shortly. A couple more rocks. I'm just feeling super tight. It likely is from yesterday's workout for me. So hip flexors, low back, glutes, hamstrings, all of that stuff interconnects. So likely when one is tight, it can lead to other things going on. Okay, come into your tuck. Leave that nice tuck position. Now, I want you to scoop the right arm up, right bicep towards ear, and then reach it over to the left. Really focus on keeping that tuck. Yep. We breathe into that. Keep tucking, tucking, tucking. Should feel really tight. Not tight. It should feel really good. I'm tight through that quad and hip flexor for sure. Keep breathing and reaching there for 3, 2. You're going to circle that arm forward. Reach, 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 reach all the way around. Okay, take the hands towards the hip. Give a couple more rocks up that pelvis, so releasing that stretch. And then we're going to make our way into lizard. So we're going to take our foot out wider and more in front, and then take your hands down to your mat. All of those feels. You might have to pick up that back knee, move it back slightly. I want those toes at the back to be untucked. Maybe it's wiggling out that left foot a little bit more, having a slight turn out. Now, some of you have the option to be down on forearms. We're going to hang out here for about 30 more seconds. I want you to breathe through any tension. This should not be painful. It's likely there could be some really good feels of like tightness, stiffness maybe, but if there's pain, take yourself out of that position, please. Okay. Also option to double up your yoga mat or put a cushion below that right knee. All right, from here, we're going to shift our weight into our left hand. Okay, so if you are on your forearms, come on right back up to that left hand. We're going to take the right hand. We're going to reach it over to the front left side of our space. Really reach there. And we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to draw a nice big arch with that. Try to pretend like we're reaching back for that right foot. Good. Bring that arm right back to the front. Reach, 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 reach. Over to the top left. And then big breath in, open it all up, reach back towards the right. And I really want you to reach the fingers. It's not just like this hanging arm. Really reach and extend out of that shoulder one more time, up to the front left. Good, and then big open, reach, 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 back to the right foot. Okay, return to your lizard. Goodness me. Press those hips back, coming into a hamstring stretch now. So tent those fingertips up around for your spine. Flex through those toes. Both hands are on the inside of that left leg. You want to come into more of an active little stretch here if the hamstrings are quite tight. Press the hips back, take a breath, and then release that stretch or stay static. If the static feels good for you, oh my goodness, it does. Okay, from here, we're going to come back forward. We're going to heel toe that left foot now over to the right to come into our pigeon shape. Okay, so dropping that left knee down. Oh my goodness, glutes here. Okay, so we feel all the feels. Now, if you're like not one for pigeon, if you don't love pigeon, modified would just be 90-90 legs. Okay, and then hinging and folding over that left leg. But we are going to flow first. So if you're cool in pigeon, hang out here for a moment. Come up onto the fingertips, tenting the fingertips nice and high. Take a nice big breath, lengthen through your spine, and then exhale, elbows come wide, fold. Good, do that 2 more times, big breath in to come up. Sinking nice and deep into that left hip, left glute, exhale to come back down. 1 more time, big breath in. Oh. Now make your way to your forearms if it feels okay for you. You can also extend those arms all the way out. You can use yoga blocks here and maybe a gentle rock. So rocking into the left glute and then out. Into the left glute and out, maybe. You can stay static here. Holy moly, left glute. Okay, we're feeling all of the feels. I'm gonna stay here for about 10 more seconds. Breathing, trying to relax the face. Sometimes when we have tension through the body, we hold it in the face. Make your way back to forearms if you were extended, up onto those hands if you were on the forearms. Tuck your right toes at the back. Slide your right knee slightly forward. Wiggle that left foot back through and over to, oh my goodness, to the back right corner. Press into that heel. Give yourself a nice stretch into the ankle, into the calf, come back high on the toe, press the heel, really press, press in 1 more time there. Good job. All right, from here we're gonna come in tabletop. So taking those knees right underneath of the hips, taking the hands right underneath of the shoulders. Just give yourself a couple of nice slow cat and cows here. So coming into that nice big arch through the spine. Big inhale to lift, and then exhale, tuck that tail, up the shoulders, around through that spine, exhale. Good, do that 2 more times, big breath in. Around all of the feels today. Stop, we'll do that 1 more time. Okay. You can have some salt bath, or a sauna, or a cold plunge, or a massage. But for now, we stretch and mobilize. Okay, coming up to both knees for a moment. Adjust anything that needs to be adjusted. Right foot's gonna come forward. We're gonna start with those nice pelvic rocks for this side. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the good thing about doing unilateral work like this, stretching, is you can really notice only right side tighter than left or vice versa, right? But also just doing a little, like a small comparison. And it could be for many reasons, past injuries, current injuries. It could be for alignment through your body. It could be compensation in some way. Oftentimes I have a lot of old injuries on the left. So my right works harder, but my left is more stable. Interesting. Body is crazy. The body is crazy. Okay, give yourself a little more tuck and release. And then we're all going to come back into that tuck position. Hold that tuck position. Take the left arm, reach it up overhead, and then reach over to the right side. Really reach, remain in that beautiful tuck position. You'll feel that stretch all along that left side, in through the hip, maybe even into that quad. Big breath in. Big breath out, and then really reach forward, round, round, round. Come on back all the way up. Coming into your right side lizard, so taking that footstep forward, taking those hands towards the mat. Hopefully that feels okay for you. Pick up that back left knee, turn out the back, right, not back, front right foot. And those hands are below the shoulders. Remember, you have the option to be down on forearms if that feels better for you. We breathe into those hips there. For another 15 seconds, try to open that right knee, really getting into that hip. Feeling those big belly breaths in through the nose. Good, taking the weight now into that right hand. We'll reach the left arm forward and towards the right. Really reach, and then take a big breath in, arch through that arm. Or sorry, draw a nice big arch with that arm. Don't arch the arm. Reaching back towards your left foot. Inhale forward. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, open up. Reach it back. Good. We'll do that 1 more time. Wowzers. Okay, inhale forward. Exhale, reach it back. Oh, so good. Okay, coming back into your lizard for a moment. Taking one big breath there. Good, exhale, take those hips back, tent the fingertips around through the spine. So we got a couple of options here. You can stay just like this. Only does that ever feel good. Through the calf, in through that hamstring. Option here, if that's intense for you, give a little release, press the hips back. A little release, press the hips back. Nice job. One more time if you were rocking. Good. And then from here, we'll come forward. And heel toe. Right foot now over to the left. Remember, you have option for 90-90, or drop that right knee down, tenting through those fingertips, coming out into your pigeon pose. Okay, just take a second to settle in there. Coming high on those fingertips, take a big breath in. And then exhale, elbows come wide forward, folding that leg. Even if you're 90-90, you can do this flow, no problem. Big breath in to come up. Exhale, release. One more time, big breath in, come on up. Exhale. Making your way to forearm or extended. You can also stay up on the hands if that's intense enough for you. Maybe it's just coming into a little rock over towards the right hip. There is some serious things going on. This is, for me, is just after finishing up a block of training. So recovery and allowing the rest week to settle in for the body to reset and recover from training. Make your way back into forearms. If you were extended, make your way back onto hands from forearms. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee forward. And then wiggle up the right leg around and back. Coming onto those toes. In that nice press through the heel. Forward and back. Both sides. This, though, for your body, is fantastic to do. Even if you just do that little part we did at the beginning when we were standing, great thing to do to warm up the body at the beginning of the day. All right, let's slide that right knee in to join the left. Coming back into your cat and cows a couple of more times. Maybe it's for focusing on the pelvis for you. Maybe it's the low back. Maybe it's the shoulders. Maybe it's all of it. It can be all of it. It can be all of it. Good. And then just give yourself one more full cat and cow. Wherever you are. Big breath in, big breath out. From here, we are going to make our way onto our backs, and we're going to use our strap or prop, whatever you have. Oh, you guys, this is helping immensely. I can already start to feel the difference for myself. Okay, so make your way onto your back. Make sure you have your prop. We're going to go actually right to the prop, so have that handy. Before we do, actually, one little thing, hug your knees into your chest. So we just did a lot of front body opener. So sometimes it's nice just to give a little counter stretch to that. Hug the knees into the chest. You can take the knees a little bit wider. You can keep them together. It does not matter. Just kind of you're doing a little bit of a circular motion with those knees. Hugging them in. Okay. A little massage back, change the direction. Nice job. Okay, let's drop the left foot down towards the mat. Take your prop and wrap it around the sole. Twist it there. There we go. The sole of the right foot. Okay, and then we'll press that right leg nice sunny up towards the sky ceiling. Flex through the toes. Do not lock out your leg, please. I want you to have that nice little soft knee bend. That's just going to help maybe get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Make sure the toes stay actively pulling in so it's not just a lazy stretch. Flex the toes, you really get into the back. Now, maybe you feel good here. Maybe you can extend that left leg out. We're just gonna hang out in a nice static stretch. Breathing here, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the brow, relaxing the low back. Just breathing here. Big breath in, big breath out. Okay, those hamstrings. One more big breath in. And then we're going to take that prop into the left hand, okay? Into the left hand. You're going to take your right arm to a nice big T, palm facing down, and you're going to bring that right leg over to the left. Does not have to go super far. I want you to still stay flexed into those toes, and I want you to just focus on hip glute. Maybe you're feeling that into the IT, maybe you're even feeling that into your calf. Very normal. Go to where it feels good for you, but maintain contact with your right shoulder. Breathing into that nice little twist. Big breath in and out for 4. Releasing on the exhale for 3. Lengthening on the inhale for 2. Let's bring that leg back into center. We're going to switch it out. Left foot's going to come into your band. Right leg is going to roll down and out. Okay, option to start with that right leg bent. Fire yourself to the left side, flex through those left toes. Close our eyes, maybe. We focus on our breath, on no tension. We want no tension, nothing right on the face, nothing in the low back. Soft little bend in through that knee and face flex out those left toes. Maybe once you feel good there, you can extend that right leg out. Breathe and hold here. We got about 15 more seconds for that hamstring stretch. All of the feels, all of the feels. Nice job. Take one more huge breath, big belly breath. Big exhale out. Oh, take your prop into the right hand. Left arm comes to that nice big T out to the side. Bringing that left leg over to the right side, coming into that twist. Few things to remember. Left shoulder stays in contact with your mat. Flex through the left toes. Soft bend in through the left knee. Close your eyes here. Breathing into that low back, into that hip, glutes. Maybe feeling that all along the back and outside of that left knee as well. Taking one more cycle of big breathing here. Big inhale for 3, for 2, for 1. Okay, bring that back up. We're going to bring the right foot in to meet the left, and we're going to leave both legs in here. Take your feet roughly hip distance apart. Okay. If you're not using a strap and you're using a band, you might not be able to go hip distance. Depends on what you're using. If you're using a small towel, they might have to be a bit closer in. That's totally fine. We're just going to leave those legs extended up. We're just going to come into a little active point and flex for both feet at the same time, getting into the backs of the legs. Oh my goodness. I want you to think of flexing and pointing as hard as you can. If you stand a lot, if you walk a lot, if you run a lot, if you do plyometrics, all of these things, those ankles, do you know what they're doing for you? A lot. All right, good stuff. Do one more of each. Big pull in, big flex. Also, come back into just stillness for a second. This is like a version of legs up the wall, which has so many benefits, especially if you suffer from anything going on in the low back. This is also just like a cycle of just fresh circulation into those legs. Also, if you stand a lot for your day. Take one more big breath in as you are. So good. Releasing that strap, drop off to the side. Let those knees come in. We'll come into a little happy baby, taking the outside edges of those feet. Okay. Option here to take shins if that feels better for you. Just opening up the hips, opening up the hamstrings, taking yourself maybe into a gentle rock from right to left or static hold. Whatever feels good for you. Just breathing into that. So good. We'll take those knees towards one another. Take the hands in behind those legs. Give yourself a nice rock along that side, forward and back. Making your way up to seated. We're just going to finish with a little twist before we come into a forward fold. So we're going to take the soles of those feet towards one another. Baddha Konasana legs for my yogis out there. Taking those hands to the ankles and just notice how those hips are feeling. Grab a hold of those ankles and think of pulling your chest up. Nice length through that spine. Take that one more time. Big breath in. The right hand in behind you, left hand comes towards that right knee, maybe giving it a little press down as you twist. If you feel like they're good, you can take the hand and hook it to the knee, whatever one feels better for you. give a little assistance and push down. Good, change it to the other side. Left hand comes in behind, right hand comes to the knee, whether it's pushing it or helping one move, your choice. Taking one more big breath in right there. Releasing those legs straight out in front. It's option here when you come into your forward fold to use your prop if you want. Take a nice inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release and fold. Round through your spine, lengthen through your spine, grab a hold of toes, soles of feet, ankles, shins. Just do what feels good. Your legs can be bent here. You are choosing an option that feels like it's opening up through the back body as much as you can. Release your head down. Breathing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly release. Amazing job, everybody. Oh, she knows. She can be in the bed of sleep, which she was. We're gonna do down dog and up dog. What a good girl. She's a very good girl. She has her moments. I hope you guys all enjoyed that very much. I hope that brought a little bit of release for you. Definitely feeling a little bit like a new human now. I love when we can just do those little things. That was about 25 minutes. And I hope that helped for you as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.